Well, hi folks, it's about, I think it's the 10th of March now, and I'll just give you a quick look at what's going on in the garden. And as you can see, not much. The soil's so wet because it's just not stopped raining all winter. The rest of the country's had a drought, but it's just chucked it down all winter, and it's just never dried out. So I'm having a job trying to get my soil broken down. I'm doing it slowly. Just going through with a 3-pronged sort of cultivator and just trying to break it down a touch. I've managed to get something in this year. You can see in the bit that's broken down a bit more. I've got 3 rows of garlic in, sort of spring planted garlic. That's going to be my brassica bed. I'm trying to work that over a bit and break it down. I'll just show you how much water we've actually had this winter. I put these barrels in about, I think it was about September, October last year, and I only put about 6 inches of water in just to keep them upright, you know, so they didn't blow away in the wind. And that's how much rain we've had this year, just straight out of the sky. It's not off any guttering or roofs or anything. So it's about 2'6" of rain in about, what, 4 or 5 months. So as you can see, I've not got a shortage of water at the moment. So, and it's been that slow, things, I mean, it's snowdrops are only just starting to come out really. So I'll just give you a quick look. I planted a few spring bulbs just for a go, just to have a laugh and see what they look like. They've come out quite nicely so far. Some little dwarf irises, they're quite pretty. Like I say, I'm just trying to knock my soil into shape now. This is where my show shallots are going to be. My show potatoes, that's all the barrels and stuff full of sand that I've cored and bored out now, filled with compost. They're all covered up ready to be sown. And I've actually sown some parsnips that I'm covered in plastic to help them germinate, keep what little bit of sun we have, it's warmth in. And last year I dug my rhubarb up and I thought I'd plant it in a pot instead, so it was going a bit big and woody. Anyway, that's come back this year so far, so that's not too bad. What else have we got? You see the trees, they're not even coming into bud yet, just slightly coming into bud, and it's sort of nearly the middle of March. I'll just see if I can creep up on my frogs. I've got loads of frogs that have been spawning recently, see if they're still out. No, the sun's gone in. There's a fish there anyway, and that's the frog spawn. Oh no, there's one, there's a little frog, let's see if we can get it. I'll try and get in. There he is, you can see it. Little frog there. There's another one over there. I don't know whether you can see it, but anyway, that's a couple of frogs. We'll have a look over in the last sort of bit. I've managed to knock this soil up again very slowly. This is where I'm going to grow a lot of potatoes and giant marrows and things. And I used these this year, these little sort of protective mini cloches, mini polytunnels to plant some overwintering garlic and onions. It's not really to keep the cold out because it's not done that, but it's just to keep the wet off, stop them rotting, and they've actually come through very well. So this is the garlic I planted, and it's blooming enormous. I'd never grown it in winter before, like I said, because it just usually rots off. So I'll just give you a quick idea of the size of it. So that's quite an early crop. I've never done it before, so I'll be interested to see how big it gets. And then I'll just have a wander back to my polytunnel. Frog out again. I've had to stick my little gutters on my polytunnel again to collect the water because they all blew off in the wind. So anyway, just turn my radio off. I planted some shallots, like I said, I did a video of that from seed just to try those. So they've all germinated, I've got 100% germination. And I've got a little bit of broccoli and kale going, sprouting up. And then we've got the shallots, which I'll be planting out about the end of this month, early April. So that's the shallots going in. These are my onion beds that I need to fertilise, and then that's where the big onions are going to go in. I've just been bulk buying loads of compost to plant my potatoes in and getting that stored up ready. And then finally, some things that are growing are this purple sprouting broccoli. I've been having quite a lot of it recently. And it just keeps producing side shoots and spears and stuff, so that's been a good It's just a bit of an experiment. I thought I'd grow it in the polytunnel in pots. Like I say, it's too wet and windy outside in winter, but it's done really well inside. So anyway, that's about it, I think, so far this time of year. My onion that I'm putting to seed, and a bottle of beer. Anyway, that's about it, folks. Around about the middle of March.